Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video, but we're going to talk about how uncanceled J.K. Rowling actually is. It's not just Hogwarts Legacy, it's everything else that she does. She's making more money now than she's made in a long time, and I think that boycott backfired tremendously. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, go out, please, to shopclownfish.com. That's shopclownfish.com. You have 3 days to pick up a copy of Crimson Wren Volume 1 and previously on Clownfish TV. Both of these graphic novels are in hand. They're printed. They're sitting here waiting to be shipped. So thank you so much to those of you who have supported us. Thank you so much to the people who pre-ordered these books. They made it possible for you guys to basically cut line and get them much sooner. So again, that's shopclownfish.com. So let's talk about this. I've got some thoughts on the J.K. Rowling situation. Now, we know that gaming journos tried to get her canceled. The media tried to get her canceled. And it seems like that did not work out. In fact, I remember she was talking about one activist in particular on Twitter that was like, how do you sleep at night, you skank? Because you're taking money from on the backs of the trans people, and you're just a horrible person. And she's like, I sleep at night just fine. I just talked to my accountant, and my bank account is very full, and I'm good. I'm sleeping very well. And she's not wrong. I know a lot of people tried to say that she's not making very much money compared to what she was making at the height of Harry Potter's popularity. But she's still selling lots of books. In fact, she's selling more on Pottermore now than I think she has in the entire history of it. And remember, it's not just Hogwarts Legacy, which, by the way, Hogwarts Legacy, 23 million copies times $50-$60 a pop. I mean, just do the math. She's probably getting a pretty good chunk of that. She's making bank, guys, but it's not just Hogwarts Legacy. The play on Broadway, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, she reportedly made $10 million in 2023 just off of the Harry Potter play, which I did not know was a thing. I mean, I knew that it was a thing. I didn't know it was on Broadway. This is coming from Fandom Wire. They said that she made $10.5 million. $10.5 million for the stage show. When it was announced all the way back in 2016, it seemed like an odd move to create a stage play for Harry Potter. It's basically the sequel to the Harry Potter series, but as a play. But the move proved to be blessed with the golden touch of the author, and the show saw a tremendous response from longtime fans of the series and connoisseurs of theater and stage plays. As per the records of 2023, it's been reported via Deadline that the show has made a whopping £14 million. That's $10.5 million, I guess. I'm assuming, I'm just going to trust them on this, that that's how much it is. A 300% increase in revenue compared to the financial year of 2022. When the show only managed to take in $3.5 million from the play. Yeah, 10.5. Oh, okay, no. She got a £8.25 million pound literary bonus or royalty check, or $10.5 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. Of course, they have to put her comments in there. So just off of the play last year, she made $10.5 million. Okay, but that's not all. According to the Washington Examiner, the publisher of Harry Potter saw an increase in sales of almost $5 million last fiscal year. So Pottermore, which is the website, and they sell audiobooks and ebooks and stuff, they boasted sales of $11.9 million over 25 years since the book's first release. Last year, the publisher raked in $7 million. Is that right? According to GB News, this includes the 5 languages of audiobooks it offers and the over 80 language translations for ebooks. So again, these are, I'm assuming, audiobooks and ebooks that are not distributed to certain parts of the world, like the English ones I know are Scholastic or whoever Bloomsbury or something like that, the UK publisher. This comes despite the controversy surrounding the author. Of course, they have to get that in there. They have to get the controversy in there. You can't talk about J.K. Rowling without the controversy. But yeah, there's a surge in profits. Now, Yes, Bloomsbury. Bloomsbury is her English publisher, but cancel culture failed so hard with J.K. Rowling. I just think it's so funny. Like these video game journalists. I mean, they were harassing streamers who dared play Hogwarts Legacy on stream. They got Troy Levitt effectively fired from his job as the lead developer on Hogwarts Legacy. They demonized this game. They told you weren't allowed to buy this game. If you bought this game, you hated trans people because of the comments she's made. And she said she doesn't hate trans people. She just believes women are women and men are men. And that is biologically, and that is what she believes, right? You can agree with her, you can disagree with her, whatever. It has had no bearing whatsoever on her income. And I think what kind of blows my mind about this thing, as someone who follows theme park news, that she's making more money and has made more money off of the Universal theme parks over the last decade or two, since whenever the Wizarding World opened, and she's making more money off of butterbeer, than she probably was off of movie royalties there for a while. And there were a lot of detractors that were looking at her, and they were just like, well, because the last couple of Fantastic Beast movies didn't do so well, she's broke ass now. That skank is broke. Thank God. If we believed in God, but we don't. So thank the maker that she's broke. And she's not. And she's never going to go broke. She won't go broke. In fact, I think Harry Potter, the Wizarding World, is more popular now than it's been in a very long time. And I think that is in part to Hogwarts Legacy. But they're going to reboot Harry Potter as a series on HBO Max. So it's going to introduce Harry Potter to a whole new generation. They're building another Harry Potter section in the new theme park they're opening in Universal. She's not going anywhere. But again, it's so weird that they just went after the video game. The journalists went after the game because I think that's all they could control. Meanwhile, Hershey's chocolate is doing something with her. Hershey's chocolate. You can get the chocolate, the Harry Potter chocolate. It looks like a freaking sorting hat. Nobody was calling for a boycott that I'm aware of because it wasn't a video game. And, the video game industry tends to attract some, pretty colorful characters, let's be honest. And a lot of them are activists disguised as journalists. But you're not hearing about like the chocolate people, the chocolate journalists. That's a whole nother, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Now that I say that out loud. But I'm sure there's probably like a chocolate fan scene, and like I'm not hearing outrage from the people in that scene that like we need to ban her from Hershey's. I mean, maybe it was a thing. I haven't heard much about it. Lego Harry Potter selling very, very well. All kinds of Lego sets out there. I mean, it's a perennial favorite. And Lego was making a video game. I think it was Warner Brothers, Traveler's Tale. Do they still make the Lego games? I don't know. But, they have the Lego Harry Potter video games, and they were selling very well. And I didn't hear a lot of outrage about that either. But for some reason, Hogwarts Legacy had to be banned at all costs. And it backfired tremendously. The game sold 23 million copies. 23 million copies. It got booed last year at the Game Awards by a bunch of activists that were ass mad that they dare do a J.K. Rowling game. How dare they? And again, talking to Troy Levitt, we talked to him on the D-Res podcast. You can go out there and listen to that episode. But talking to him, he said that she was not involved in the creation of the game at all. I mean, it was her licensing company, just like it's her licensing company that oversees all these brand deals that she's doing, right? And because one person can't handle all of that. But they even put a trans character. They put a trans character in Hogwarts Legacy in like the 1800s in the UK. I'm sure that would happen. Just to try to make people happy. And you can never make them happy. But to say that she's going to go broke or that she's lost relevance, I would say she is probably more relevant now than she has been in a decade. And I think that is going to continue with the success of the video game. And again, I think that Hogwarts Legacy was put on the radar of a lot of normies that maybe weren't paying attention, partially because of the controversy. Because there were other Harry Potter games, for like PS2 and stuff. They weren't very good. And, Lego Harry Potter was out there and it was, it did all right, whatever. But it wasn't like a phenomenon like Hogwarts Legacy has become. And I do think gaming journos are partially to thank for that. So congratulations, gaming journalism. You helped make Harry Potter relevant again. And you helped make more money for J.K. Rowling by being stupid, by threatening people, by blacklisting the stupid wizard video game because you were ass mad about something she said on Twitter. So this isn't going to work anymore. I don't think it's going to work anymore. I think cancel culture is getting canceled. I think the general public is like, you know what? Yeah, we're not going to believe it anymore. We're not going to believe it. We're going to step right over these people. We're not going to believe them because they've lied so many times. And it's just what they're saying. Absolutely not true. They're making a mountain out of a molehill. And that's it. So she's going to keep making money. Her kids are going to keep spending her money. Her grandkids are going to spend her money. And there's not a damn thing any activist on Twitter can do about it. And I think they need to learn this lesson because you're just going to have to deal with people who have different beliefs and different opinions than you. And they've got a lot more money than you do. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just like Elon Musk. My wife and I were talking, and that was like Disney threatening to pull ads off of Twitter, or they pulled ads off of Twitter. And he's like, wait, you're going to blackmail me for money. Like, do you know who I am? And it's the same with J.K. Rowling. Do you know who she is? Like, Harry Potter is much, much bigger than her, but she does get paid. She does get paid every time somebody buys a Harry Potter or anything. I mean, God, they had that museum in Seattle. Was it Seattle? I think it was a trans activist who was like, we're going to take J.K. Rowling. We're not even going to mention J.K. Rowling in this museum exhibit on Harry Potter. Then why have the exhibit at all? Because you can't detach her from the franchise. There were people out there that they were like, oh, I'm going to buy a used copy of the game so she doesn't get paid. Well, I'm like, well, somebody had to buy it first. Don't worry. I'm sure Warner Brothers, the sequel, they're going to make sure it's a live service game. You're going to pay your Hogwarts tuition forever. Just saying. They're going to make so much money off of this thing. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.